Brett Favre. Brett Favre donation. When was that happening? What? Uh, oh yes, I am. All right. Damn, y'all already throwing in y'all damn predictions in the comment section already. Hold on, wait. Let me see if I can get my Pokemon playing. I hope so. It's good, y'all. That a little louder. Oh, I'm making. That's way too dark. That's way too dark. That'd have been ridiculous if I was playing at that. Yeah, I ain't gonna make it that doggone loud. That's mad loud. I'll leave it at playing in the background. That was mad loud. We got some Pokemon going on in the background. Matthew in the building. My opinion on Liv Morgan and how it would help in her promos. Well, for one, I think there needs to be a little bit of a loose cannon gimmick going on with her. I think she can pull that off, for sure. So there's that. Hey, let's just shut off the Pokemon. It ain't gonna work for right now. Ain't gonna work for right now. I am gonna get some, background thing to play while we live or something. Chris Patuon said Camaro was the only one that got that hit at the Pro Bowl. You ain't wrong about that. Indeed, he was. Beat the shit out of somebody. Oh, and for those of you guys, a number of people had asked me on YouTube if I should make a membership thing on YouTube. I always kind of omitted from it because I have Patreon. But I figured, you know what, if people want badges or they want to have like something next to their name during the live stream, so why not? So I think 2 days ago, I believe it was Thursday. Today's Saturday. I made the put in the application to get the membership thing, and I think it ended up getting approved. So since that's the case, I have a membership thing going on YouTube. So if you want to have like a unique badge next to your name, go ahead and become a member. Didn't really know how it worked. Everything happened so fast. But yeah, at least I was able to set up the photos or whatever the hell the stuff for the membership. So if you want to become a member, feel free. I ain't really gonna be one of them. Hey man, we gonna do member only streams. I ain't doing all that shit. But whatever the case may be, there is that. Peyton, Jeffrey, Hunter Thomas, Tom the Simp, has Adonis back. King Vines, Derek Henry's burner, Kenny in the house. The Big Sad, WSG Fire, Matthew Patuon said AA Ron Donald will get Super Bowl MVP. I will touch on that in a little bit. Adam in the building. Chris, CJ Hilliard, ZJ in the house. Black Hood, what is going on? My man's always showing love in the comment section. Donovan, Gray, what is going on, y'all? What is going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What is going on? Let me put the thing to go live on Hot Mic. I don't know why I haven't. Okay, now Hot Mic should start getting the notifications. I should have already clicked to go live, but I didn't. Candace in the building, put 5 on it. Said for ha-has, I'm using Simpsons prediction 34-31 Bengals. I think it was actually the Bengals and the Dolphins, but everybody on social media have been able to alter the photo to make it seem like they were playing against the Rams. But whatever the case may be, I mean, the Simpsons did it, but I think they had predicted last year too and had Kansas City going over, wrestling terms, had Kansas City winning over Tampa Bay, and evidently that wasn't the case. But you know what? Can't never bet against the Simpsons. Marlo, put 2 on it. Said besides Cincy's O-line, there's an evenly matched game. It should be. But the problem is the O-line being the way that it is. Like I said before, if the Rams play their best game, Cincinnati plays their best game, the Rams is still the better football team. The Cincinnati Bengals have been able to capitalize on other teams, similar to what we saw last year with Tampa Bay, other teams shooting themselves in the foot. Cincinnati took advantage, and now they're in the position where all they have to do is play their best game, and they are straight, and they can possibly win themselves a Super Bowl championship. But we're going to break that down. Ryan, put 5 on. Congratulations on getting the membership. Chisel, by the way, what time will you go live tomorrow? If you need mods, I'll be happy to volunteer. I think what I'll do is, like, the people who are members, I'll probably set up a situation where we could get like mods going in the chat room and everything. So there's definitely, that. I want to, a lot of people have always been asking, oh man, we need moderators up in here when the spam people come in here. Like when Nathaniel was in here for like 3 months straight, constantly making new burner accounts just to comment poop. Like, come on now. But there is that. There is that. People still calling me Unc. It's not happening. J Money Jeff in the building. Big Reg. What's going on? The diehard Heat fans, Adonis, you better stop it. Chicken 313 in the building. Charles, what's going on? DXness, what's happening? Andrew, Rambo, Anime Truth. How is it going? How is it going? PG said, what's good, Unc? You better stop it. Better stop it. Andrew said, ram it up their ass. Well, there it is. Some guys said, what's up, crew? North, Mr. J, King Adam. Hazard put 2 on, said, mods, I'm also down. Oh, you're down also. Nice merch. I finally bought some for me and my old ass dad. I appreciate that, man. You know, I would have bought some merch for my dad, but he live in the house with me, and every time he come downstairs, man, he's keep disrespecting me. How much this cost? $2? I'm like, fuck you, Dad. Pisses me off. Love that dude, though, but I can't. I ain't about to put him in clothes for free. It's not happening. On top of that, I mean, if he go to work wearing a hoodie of mine, imagine my dad going to work with the put your motherfucking head back down hoodie. Man, he going to get fired before he can retire at the end of the year. It's not going to be a good time. Matthew put 5 on and said, my opinion on Liv Morgan in the Elimination Chamber. If I'm not mistaken, it's for if I'm not mistaken, it's for the right to get the #1 contendership. What they should do, but it's short notice, so you can't really build it. But I wouldn't have a problem with her winning. It's just that I think her character has to take a serious turn. It was kind of working with Becky, and then after she lost to Becky, they kind of lost that steam. I think they need to build on that to really, put her in a situation where she can become said champion. Joshua Cook put 15 on it. Said, saw your Pro Bowl commentary. Great job. That moment with Mac Jones, and the Colts mascot, Blue was really hilarious. I appreciate it. You know, it's funny. I really could have stretched out that Pro Bowl commentary to like 20 minutes, but I decided not to, one, because for whatever reason, I think there may be something really wrong with my voice. So I've got to go see somebody ASAP. But outside of that, I just felt like, you know what? There's only so much, cutting to the crowd and getting reactions and throwing in sound clips from the commentators, and that just seemed like a lot. I'll save all of that for the Super Bowl commentary. Envy put 2 on, said, what's my thoughts on Josh McDaniels hire? I feel like they should have kept Rich rather than hire Josh McDaniels, but now that they have McDaniels, I think the offense will probably take a stride forward. But losing Mayock and now getting a new GM, I'm curious how long Davis is going to give McDaniels to turn the franchise into a playoff winner, like a perennial playoff team that's winning playoff games. So it all comes down to if the Raiders organization will be patient with him. They were willing to pay Gruden for 10 years, and they were being patient, and Gruden was building the team. Now McDaniels comes in. As long as they're still patient, I think they'll be fine. But with the McDaniels hire, I think the offense can possibly take a step forward. But they're going to stagnate this year. I don't see a situation in which they improve. So there's that. EJ said, I said my voice is not doing too so well. If so, I hope it gets better. Yeah, like during the middle of the week, mind you, I wasn't doing frequent live streams. I was recording to a minimum to where I would record my video, and then that was it. I didn't really speak too much throughout the day because I knew, for whatever reason, my voice was going through a lot of, stress over the course of the football season. But for whatever the case is, Thursday came and I could hear in my voice, whoa, wait a minute. Well, I feel like I'm losing my voice. I wasn't really doing anything, so I'll probably go see somebody. I got to see what's going on. Ice Trey, for 5 1 said, what's up, Adonis? Just got out the sauna, and I got the notification. Hey, let me tell you something. Steam room sauna, elite. Elite. If your gym don't got one, go to a gym that does. If your gym does have one, never leave that gym. Unless, of course, foolishness and tomfoolery is going on inside of the doggone gym. Mr. All Days Off said, who is the guy in the top left corner smiling? Oh, you mean the unchiseled Adonis, who's actually on a flight right now back to New York from Texas. You mean the unchiseled Adonis, the largest one, not from Bedford-Stuyvesant. Jeffrey put 2 on, said, what's up, bro? Can I be a mod as well? Oh, you guys in Hot Mic, we're going to make it happen. We got a number of people who mess around and bid for moderation. Moderatorship. Not a word, but damn it, we're going to keep it that way. Damn, Abdul said that big fat piece of shit. He ain't nothing but a piece of shit. A big fat piece of shit. That's what he said. The unchiseled Adonis is. You know, it's hilarious. He had to fly first class, not by choice, but by circumstance. But whatever the case may be. He ain't nothing but a what?
Ain't nothing but a big piece of shit. Big fat piece of shit.
I don't think you heard him. The unchiseled Adonis said that he ain't nothing but a what?
Ain't nothing but a big piece of shit. Big fat piece of shit.
Ain't nothing but a fat piece of shit. A big fat piece of shit. But yes, that is my gorgeous, larger, elder brother in the corner over here. I was gonna put the chiseled Adonis logo, but I figured it's much better. I'll just leave his big ass head right there in the corner. You know what's hilarious? He started growing dreads. So this was back in 2018 when he had a buzz cut, and I decided, or as we would call it in the urban youth, the Doc Caesar. So he had that at the time. And now, man's got dreads. So it's hilarious how things have progressed over time. Hoodie say, Patu said, Brett Favre and Mike Vick playing football in 2022. Shit crazy. Where are they playing football? Are they playing like a flag foot? Oh, it's probably on NFL. NFL Network or some shit. So that'd be interesting. Brett Favre, Mike Vick, 2022. Good Lord. Somebody hide your, well, I would tell Brett to tell his wife to, keep an eye on her husband. Adultery. And then for Mike Vick, of course, hide your pets. Jeremy, put 2 on, said thoughts on my Chicago Bulls. They're ascending team, but I will say this much: they'll win a series in the East, and then it's pretty much clipped. It's on YouTube, but there it is. But Super Bowl 56 is upon us. Big Blue Dog said you still not paying no loans. Let me tell you something right now. You fixing to pay it. Brian said top 5 Super Bowl performances of all time. Doug Williams, Joe Montana, Steve Young. Doug Williams, Joe Montana, Steve Young. Shit, man, it's kind of tough to put. Okay, so Doug Williams has to be there. Montana's 5 TDs has to be there. Steve Young's 6 TDs has to be there. I don't want to use Timmy's 200 yards on the ground because I feel like Doug Smith's 4 touchdowns in the first half was a bit more. Envy put 2 on, said, do I think Staley's 4th down calls will work in the second year? No, I don't. Super Bowl performances. Reggie White's 3. No. Reggie White just had. Reggie White was a force, but I don't think I can use White. Von Miller. I think Von Miller's 2.5 was a bit more impactful than Reggie White's 3. Performances. Brady in 51. Brady in 51. The entire Buccaneers defense in 30. What was that? 37. Yeah, that's interesting. There's a lot. There's a lot. James White and his performance against, in 51 as well. That was, it's a number of different things. Joshua Pafavo said, I got the Bengals winning 31-27. Joe Mixon will be the MVP. Interesting. Austin said Von Miller, Aaron Donald combined for 6 sacks, 7 total. Lock it in. Ooh, that's not too bad. 2000s Ravens defense, that entire defense performance was magnificent. The entire defensive performance was magnificent. Belichick in 53. Although we talking about players, but Belichick, his coaching scheme in 53, magnificent. The 85 Bears, their performance, the entire team really, but primarily the defense. In 85, hell of a doggone performance. Phil Simms in 86, I think he only had 3 incompletions. maybe 2. Magnificent game. Rice in 88. Magnificent game. Beautiful game. 2007 Giants defense. The 2013 Seahawks defense. So it's a lot, you know. Eric Batuan said, think Munich, Germany is ready for the NFL? Absolutely. Absolutely. That is going to be wild. Elite said, how long this stream going? Probably, I don't see us going past 5:30. So we'll talk football in a little bit. And we'll talk about the game. But that's gonna be that's gonna be nice. That's gonna be nice. I don't expect myself to be live for too doggone long. But yeah, Munich, Germany, they're gonna have a game next year. I expect that to be absolute bonkers. Sean Taylor, Ed Reed, or Troy Polamalu. Ed Reed, Polamalu, Sean Taylor, because Sean Taylor, it's all potential. It's all based on potential. We didn't see we didn't see the full pie. We only saw when it got put into the oven. So, since that's the case, it's going to be Ed, Troy, Sean. Because I'm not going to be that person who overrates Sean. I talked about it before. When we talk about players and what ifs, without question, he definitely had the potential. But it got cut short. So I'm not going to be like, we're going to idolize this person and put him in the hall. And we saw literally a season and a half and then ultimately, the college career as well. So we ain't doing all that. 01 Hurricanes or 08 01 Hurricanes, no question. I think the only team in history that can have an argument against that 01 Hurricanes team is the 2019 LSU Tigers. Maybe the 2013 Florida State Seminoles. But outside of 08 Gators was a hell of a team too, but 01 Hurricanes, in my opinion, greatest college football team of all time. I think they would wax the 2019 LSU Tigers. I'm sorry. I think they would wax them, and it wouldn't even be close. Burrow had a hell of a season. Honestly, in my opinion, greatest quarterback season of all time. But 01 Hurricanes, we talking different. 2K Tay said, am I going live for the Super Bowl? Nah, I'm not going to go live for the Super Bowl. I'm going to just watch the Super Bowl on camera, live on YouTube and Hot Mic. Of course I'm going live. Of course I'm going live. Am I going live for Israel's fight tonight? No, I am not. I kind of wanted to, but no, I'm not gonna go live tonight for it. I don't want to mess around and lose my voice before the doggone Super Bowl. It's not happening. Yeah, happening. Am I excited for halftime? Not really. Jose in the building said, what up? Oh, by the way, that reminds me, because we got to take ourselves we about to break 300, so we might as well start talking the game. But got that Crown Royale peach, so, I mean, I ain't bring no cup over here, so. You know what they said in there? So take it to the head, yeah. And that's exactly what happened when the baby ran into whatever his ex's, brother was trying to pull up on him. He took a whole lot of hit to the head, fist and feet. Wasn't having a good time. He went to the bowling alley to go bowl, and he ended up becoming the motherfucker who hit the pins. Not looking too good. WSG Fire said, what's my favorite Super Bowl? From a Seahawks fan, your favorite is 52. Just seeing the Philly get their first Super Bowl ring, seeing Tom Brady sad is amazing. Well, damn. All right. That haterade is on display. Wait. You a Seahawks fan, but rather than seeing your team win their first Super Bowl and only Super Bowl, that wasn't your favorite. Seeing the Patriots lose and Tom Brady lose is your favorite? Damn. Hater alert. But my favorite Super Bowl of all time is 43. But damn, that's wild. Could you imagine? Yo, we got imagine a Philly fan. Like, yo, my favorite Super Bowl was Super Bowl 53. We won the year before, but then seeing the Patriots lose, I should say, well, no, the Patriots won. So my favorite Super Bowl was let's say 42 or 46. Yeah, seeing them Patriots lose because of what they did to us in 39. But you beat them in 50. Nah, that's not my favorite. That's wild, son. It's wild. But my favorite is 43. Rob, put 5 on and say who I got in the fights tonight. I got Derek Lewis by ground and pound TKO in round 2. That's a fair assessment. You got Israel by smooth Silva style KO in round 3. I actually don't think he's gonna KO Whitaker. I think they're gonna go the distance, but Adesanya is gonna win. Unanimous decision. As for Derek Lewis should win. Ground and pound, I think he's gonna beat him standing up. I think Lewis is gonna win this fight standing up. Chevron, put 5 on it. Said Eurowood's good. You got Bengals 23 to 20 in OT. Interesting. Second overtime Super Bowl. By the way, your Pro Bowl story time was freaking legendary. Keep it up, man. I appreciate that. But yeah. So I think Izzy's gonna win by unanimous decision tonight. All right, let's talk about he was getting ragdolled by his dreads. I don't know why people talk about let's shoot a fair one. Y'all already know how hood people operate. You talk about, I want a fair one-on-one fight. You are fighting people from the hood. You too are from the hood. There's nothing fair that exists there. When I see you, it's on site. It's on site. Stop thinking people there's some honor code. This ain't no damn video game. This ain't anime. Somebody say they want to fight you. Their friends is jumping in. There are no fair ones that exist no more. Get that out of your mind. Get out your mind. Richard in the bill said, how I'm doing? I'm doing all right. Okay. First and foremost, comment section. I want to see it right now. Who do you guys have winning tomorrow evening? Super Bowl 56, Rams or Bengals? I'm curious. Who you guys got winning? I want to see where the vast majority is. Who we got winning? Matter of fact, let me put up a poll. I'll put up a poll right now in each comment section. Why is my mouse deceiving me? Everything moving so slow. Why is my mouse deceiving? Why would it just say yes or no? That's so confusing. It just got an empty poll that just went up. I am perplexed. All right, let me put it on hot mic first, cuz who is winning the Super Bowl? YouTube just put up an empty poll that just says yes or no with no question. Rams, Bengals, right? So who is winning? I just want to see the percentages. Who's winning the Super Bowl? I just dropped it inside of the I dropped it in the hot mic chat room. You guys go vote over there. I'm about to put it right now in the YouTube chat room. A poll, and you guys let me know who is winning. Who wins the Super Bowl? And I want to see it in percentages. We have the wait, I can't add, I gotta add an option. Oh, there we go. Bengals or Rams. I really do not know why everything is moving so doggone laggy. All right. Okay, there we go. It should be up now on YouTube. Is it there in the comment section? It should have popped up. It should have popped up in the comment section. I was going to just go read all the name, but I figured if I put a poll, that makes it so much easier to gauge by number, you know? Did it pop up? Am I in a genjutsu? I guess not. This is bizarre. Ah, there we are. Okay. It's here. It's here now. Thank the Lord. Okay, so we got the poll going. It's 50%. It's 50% right now. How do I pin? How can I pin this to the? Okay, so it just puts it there to end the poll rather than let it go. All right, so it's 51% says Rams right now. Meanwhile, on Hot Mic, then Numbnuts done said the cheerleaders. God, dog. Meanwhile, on Hot Mic, it's leaning. 55% is leaning towards Rams. On YouTube, 52% is leaning towards Rams. And you know what? I'm with you guys. I'm absolutely with you guys. You know what's funny? When I saw Drake bet $1.5 million on the Rams, I said, ooh, Bengals about to win. Bengals about to win because anybody who Drake supports loses. But then I remember the Toronto Raptors was able to go all the way and win the championship. And like magic, Mattress Mac decided to go and put $5 million on the Bengals. So now I'm sitting here like, shit, I don't know who Vegas is about to allow to win and how they're going to dictate the game. But like I said earlier, when you talk about both these teams and both of them play their best version of themselves in this game, the Rams are succinctly better. The problem is Cincinnati has that level of gumption that can keep them inside of games. This is a game that's going to be won and lost in the trenches. And when we look at the trenches, the Rams are better. The Rams have a better offensive line than the Bengals have an offensive line. The Rams have a better defensive line than the Bengals have a defensive line. There's no reason why if the Rams play mistake-free football that they should lose this game. However, that's also a problem. That's also a problem. Why? Because what have the Rams been able to do throughout the playoffs? Turn the football over in stupid ways. Give their opponents an opportunity to win the game in the stupidest of ways. Prince Vegeta in the building. What's going on? If y'all ain't subscribed to Prince Vegeta, y'all better go over there and do it. You're missing out. Brother hilarious for no damn reason. If you are a Rams fan, tomorrow make sure you got a beverage near, because I promise you right now they will drive you to drink. They will drive you to drink for no goddamn reason. Outside of the offensive and defensive lines for both teams, this is a balanced game. Because you look at the defensive backs versus the skilled positions on both sides, they're fairly even. Although I believe the Rams, collectively, all of their D-backs up against all of, Cincinnati's wide receivers, slight edge I would give to Los Angeles. On the flip side, I don't think there's really that much of a gap. But the problem is, can Stafford not turn the football over? Okay? Can Stafford not turn the football over? Because the Offensive Player of the Year, Cooper, 2 girls, 1 cup, is going to be out there trying to shit all over the defenses. And if there's one thing we know about Cooper Kupp in 2021, now 2022, it don't matter if you double, triple, quadruple, sleep with his girlfriend, slap his father and mother, that brother's going to have over 100 yards. Period. Period. So we already know Cooper Kupp going to go off. Now, here's where the problem lies. If Cincinnati tries, and we're going to talk about the Rams offense first versus the Bengals defense versus Cincinnati's offense, Bengals defense versus Cincinnati offense, what they have in the scrimmage out there, Bengals defense versus the Rams offense, and then we're going to get into the Rams defense, Cincinnati offense, and then special teams when the time comes. But when we talk about Rams offense taking on Cincinnati's defense, Cooper Kupp already absolute monster. He will shit on your secondary, right? What they should do every time he's inside the slot, walk a linebacker down to chip him. Don't give him a free release. If you give Cooper Kupp a free release, he's going to do to you what he's done to defensive backs all season long. What's that? Take somebody's ankles. That brother has broke so many black men's ankles live on television, I nearly filed a class action lawsuit right next to Brian Flores for racism. I cannot tell you how many times I felt the ancestors call on me to do something to Cooper Kupp every time I watch the Rams play football. This brother is out here hitting people with slave tactics, but with his feet and the legs that are caught inside of the cleats. It's not healthy, bruh. You can't tell me in Black History Month, Cooper Kupp gonna go out there and cut up brothers the way that he fixing to cut up brothers. But you know it's inevitable. That man's like Thanos. I'm inevitable. Cooper Kupp gets a free release, somebody's ankle's being snapped. His girlfriend didn't work 2 jobs while he did nothing as a live-in boyfriend. Well, he was, working his ass off to get drafted by the NFL. His girlfriend did not sacrifice when Cooper Kupp was in college for him to come to the league and not abuse black people. She didn't do that for him not to go out here and hit people with the racism of the feet. And I promise you, it's going to continue this Sunday. It will. Cooper Kupp out here looking like it was Django and that brother was born and lived his whole life in Candyland. That man is taking ankles left and right. I promise you, if he was mic'd up during these games, every time he cut, all you hear is, boy. You can hear it every time he cut. Boy, whoa. Did he just call me a boy? Boy. He turned to Booker T. Let me tell you something. Like, it's not, It's not a good time every time Cooper go out there. So I'm telling you right now, if you're the Bengals defense, do not give this brother no free releases, okay? Don't give this brother no free releases. And if he line up in the slot, don't you dare put Eli Apple on him. Don't you dare put Eli Apple on him. I'm telling you right now, you're not going to have a good time. Sandra in the building. Done got herself a loyalty badge and emoji. How'd she do that? She became a member. Much love, Sandra. Much love. I believe you are the first member ever in Hold My Nugget Studio. So I appreciate you, Sandra, taking the plunge. Like a bunch of black defensive backs are going to take the plunge, taking L's to Cooper Kupp. It's not going to be a good time to be a black man. Listen, let me tell you something right now. If you got a dashiki, okay, you got an Imhotep, you feel a little hotep, you watching the game with Dr. Umar, turn away when the Rams are on offense. When you see number 10 on the screen, just look away from the screen. I'm telling you right now, you're not going to have a good time. The Nation of Islam, do not go to the game. Cooper Kupp will make you question if brothers are as strong as you believe brothers are. Eli Apple, Eli Grape, Eli Orange, Eli whatever the hell his name happened to be. He's not going to have a good time. That brother going to get cut up. You'd have thought he had the Kami Kodo knives. He going to get sliced the fuck up. I'm telling you right now, it's not going to be a good time. It's not going to be a good time. Silent Shredder said, you seen Eli Apple in the AFC title game, though? Dude can play sometime, but that's a problem. Sometimes. Cooper Kupp play all the time. You're not going to have a good time if you're going to go over and play sometimes against Cooper Kupp. The whole first half, Eli Apple was getting cooked. The last play, he made a play in the second half. He played good football. But you can't play a tale of two halves against Cooper Kupp. You got to play the whole doggone game. Quentin Booker. And it's Gemini 247 getting a goddamn badge and emojis. Why? Because they done became a member. Woo, we got members out here. We got members. I member, you member, they member. But, like I said before, Cincinnati defensive coordinator, what they need to do is bring a linebacker down to chip Cooper Kupp. Now, if they double team him, here's a problem. There's another man on the other side of the field having a career resurgence named Odell Beckham Jr. And that brother scored more touchdowns in a 10-week span than he had in like 30 consecutive games. So what does that mean? What that means is, if you leave Odell one-on-one, I believe in my soul Odell will win at least 8 out of 10 of those matchups consistently. Consistently. If Odell Beckham is left single covered, I promise you right now, this brother can mess around and have a 150-yard game. I'm telling you, Cooper Kupp, Odell Beckham, the two of them can easily combine for 300 yards. They can easily combine for 300 yards this game, because how do you respect the wide receiver core of the Los Angeles Rams? If Robert Woods was healthy, my God. And on top of that, before we even talk about Robert Woods, because he's not playing, before we even talk about what ifs, Van Jefferson is still there on the field, and that brother can be something. He could be something of a deep threat. We've seen all season long. Every time you see Van Jefferson, it's like it's a 15-yard gain, 20-yard gain, 30-yard gain. It's something vertically down the field. It's something vertically down the field. So you can leave Van Jefferson one-on-one and take the off chance to see if your safety can cover him, or maybe your nickel corner could cover him. But Odell Beckham, do you really want to leave that man single covered all game long? Matthew Stafford has stopped trying to force feed the football to Odell. He lets it organically flow, and throughout the playoffs, we've seen Odell take advantage of defenses. Not only did he have his first 100-yard game in 2 years, this brother also found a way to pick up first down after first down after first down after first down. I think he's got 7 or 8 first downs the whole playoffs. Mahmoud, but 5 won't say Eli Apple wants OBJ for some reason. Let me tell you something. That's a bad idea. He want OBJ. Well, guess what? Eli Apples are about to be real spoiled at the end of Sunday night. It's Gemini Patu saying much love. No, much love to you, brother. Becoming a member. Then, we got to talk about the run game, because Bengals run game is so much better than the Rams run game. But the Rams run game can be a little sneaky. It's like shitty walk inside of or shitty sushi inside of a South Park. They could be a little sneaky. They're a little sneaky. They could catch you. A little Cam Akers here and there, a little Sony Michel here and there. Because best believe, Cincinnati's entire game plan is going to be focused on the passing attack. Do not be surprised if the Rams come out in spread formations and start running the draw right up the gut to gash Cincinnati's defense. Do not be surprised, because I'm telling you something right now. If the Rams go over 100 yards on the ground, game over. The Rams win. I promise you. Matter of fact, I wouldn't even want to go up to 100. If they go over, we did 70 for the Titans. We'll do 80 for the Rams. If the Rams go over 80 yards total, game done, Rams win, period. I promise you. I promise you. Because if they open up the playbook and you open the play action fake for the Rams, it is over. Michael put 10 on it. Much love. Said Bengals 24-20. Fair assessment. That's a fair assessment. But you cannot put a situation where the run game gets exposed, because Cincinnati, they can stop the run for the most part. They had some, they handled Derrick Henry. Foreman gashed them on one particular run, but they can handle the run for the most part. But you already know their entire game plan is, let's stop the pass, let's stop the pass, let's stop the pass. Best believe the run option's going to be there. The run option will be there. So if I'm the Rams, I'm going to take advantage of being able to run the football. But like I had spoke about earlier, here's where the Bengals can have a chance. Stafford, over the course of the second half of the season, going into the postseason, a little questionable with his ball security. There's going to be some times in which there's some miscommunications. I don't understand why. Maybe it's because it's his first year in the system. Maybe it's because Odell just got here, half a season ago. Whatever the case may be. But if he gives the football away, Cincinnati got a chance. Cincinnati has a chance. Yeah, Higbee is Higbee's on IR. He's not playing. But Blanton came up strong. He had the best game of his career after Higbee went out. That's the only reason why I didn't mention, I didn't mention Higbee, because he's on IR. He ain't playing. Blanton, that's going to be a little sneaky individual over there, because guess what they can do with Blanton? You could have Cooper Kupp run deep overneath. Guess what? That linebacker ain't going to step up, because they already know Cooper's going to be one-on-one with a deep safety. All Stafford got to do is throw it short, and bam, there's Cooper Kupp right there. Linebacker going to trust. He's going to disrespect Blanton and go after Cooper Kupp, and guess what? Blanton might mess around and have a sneaky game. Okay? But if Stafford protects the football, doesn't turn it over, Rams win, no problem. Cedric Tyler becoming a member. Much love, Cedric. But best believe, that's a high possibility, where I believe the Rams will be able to go out there and put points on the board. The only thing that can stop the Rams is the Rams. Okay? Offensively, I do not see a circumstance in which they're slowed down. There will be drives in which, they fail to put up points, but I think they're going to score a number of touchdowns. I think they're going to score at least 4 touchdowns on this game. Now, let's go to the flip side. Cincinnati's offense and Joe Cool, Joe Burr, Joe Shiesty, Joe Franchise, Joe Burrow, and his Cincinnati Bengals rallying the troops, his very young team, over here in the Super Bowl. First time for the organization since '88. First playoff wins since '90. And here he is in the Super Bowl taking on a Rams defense that potentially has 4 Hall of Famers. Eric Weddle gets a ring. He now has a conversation for the Hall of Fame. I truly don't believe he's a Hall of Fame talent. But Ramsey, Miller, Donald, Weddle, Floyd, and company will be across from Joe Burrow, Chevron, and Bushido Brown, both becoming members. Much love. Got members. But Cincinnati, Kevin putting 2 on, says Skip Bayless, it's my turn. Indeed, he will probably be screaming for a number of Stafford failures. But Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow, Joe Mixon, T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, and I do believe C.J. Uzama will be back. Initially, we thought the injury was going to put him in a situation where he would not play, but it appears that he is most likely going to play. Yes, Floyd is incredibly underrated. He is incredibly underrated. And watch how his performance is going to be this Sunday. Peyton just joined the membership. But, Peyton, I'm not going to have as much enthusiasm because you are from the Bronx. But you've been here for a long time, despite the fact that you are from the Bronx. So we appreciate you becoming a member, but understand, when it comes to all the members, you rank lowest, brother. Because you're from the Bronx. Now, you haven't been in the Bronx for quite some time. If I'm not mistaken, you're somewhere in Minnesota, somewhere else. So we're going to give you big ups. But once you go back home, just know, when you go into your parents' crib and you lie from the Bronx, we got no respect for you, brother. But, nevertheless, Jalen Ramsey one-on-one with Jamar Chase all game long. Let me tell you something right now. Chase is going to have a couple of receptions here and there. But as long as this game is close, Ramsey will remain motivated. Ramsey gets lax whenever it's a situation in which they got a little bit of a blowout. He start getting into his own head. And then from that moment, he's like, oh, we good. We ain't got to worry about nothing. He get real lax and he get taken advantage of. That's how Mike Evans caught his ass. Hazard just joined as a member. Much love. Hazard, but, Michael put 5 on and said, I heard the same thing about our offensive line for weeks. And if they play right, they will prevail. Indeed, they will. But that's the thing, right? Because Tennessee didn't have sack masters here and there. And they got to Burrow 9 times. The Chiefs didn't have sack masters here and there. They got to Burrow, I believe, once, twice. They had him dead to rights on 3 different occasions, and they failed to take him down. That will not be the case against the Rams. Rams got 3 motherfucking headhunters. 2 first ballot Hall of Famers in Von Miller and Aaron Donald. Von Miller's been balling since becoming a member of the Los Angeles Rams, and we ain't got to say nothing about Aaron Donald, because when we talk about best players in football, Aaron Donald is arguably, not only is he the best defender in football, T.J. Watt had the best season this year, hence why he's Defensive Player of the Year, but there is no question who is the best defensive player in the league, period. That's Aaron Donald. When we talk about the best football players in the league, Aaron Donald is probably number 1. Now, keep in mind, 3 years ago, Super Bowl 53, Aaron Donald. It's all over NFL films. You think Aaron Donald don't see that shit? Everybody making fun of, look at him motivating himself before the game. Come on, Aaron. This is why you lift all them weights. This is why you work all them hours. That's why you work so hard to get the defensive MVP. And what did he do in the Super Bowl? Nothing. You think he ain't chomping at the bit for another opportunity? Cincinnati's highest graded offensive lineman, which I believe is their left tackle, gave up the most sacks on their offensive line. If the Rams can generate a pass rush, how Haitian am I? If they can generate a pass rush with just 3, Cincinnati's got problems. Virtuoso said, is Jalen Ramsey still that dude? Oh, best believe he is. Best believe he is. King Vines became a member. Much love. Los Angeles don't even got to bring forward. And keep in mind that fat man, number 91, that big old white man. Get his name. It's going to come to me. That big old white man who lines up at defensive tackle, that boy got some hustle. They put him in there. Woo! Here come the Rams, baby. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be won and lost in the trenches. Because Cincinnati's run game is going to have to be on display. But this game is more about the Rams than it is about Cincinnati. This game is way more about the Rams than it is about Cincinnati. That man, them boys, and I ain't talking about Cincinnati's big-ass fat man 91, because we know Hendrickson. We talking about the fat number 91 on the Ram. That man, Gaines, is it Greg Gaines? That big motherfucker right there. That man moves. So the offensive line for Cincinnati, not only do they have to play their best game, they all need to play as if this is the last game of their life, period. If they cannot block Gaines, Floyd, Donald, Miller, consistently through the game, they're going to have a bad time. Because I promise you right now, Joe Burrow already likes to try to extend the play. He doesn't get too, fidgety with the football. But you got guys who know how to strip quarterbacks. Floyd, forced fumble machine. Donald, forced fumble machine. Von Miller, we've seen him do it in the Super Bowl before. Forced fumble machine. It's Gemini, put two on, said, what is the name of that? Fat man. Well, he's a fat son of a bitch. It's Greg Gaines. All right? These motherfuckers know how to strip the football. So best believe, if Burrow is trying to do what he was doing to that lack of effort, overpaid, overrated Chris Jones, who plays in Kansas City, if you think you're going to be able to, get off of me, you cannot take me down, and just jump out of a tackle, that's not happening against Los Angeles. I promise you right now. Them boys are headhunters, and they are coming. They will hit the football out of your hands, period. 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 You're not going to have a good time. Rams fumble. No, don't get me wrong. Rams did have all them fumbles. They had all them fumbles in that game against Tampa Bay, but it seemed like it was divine intervention that was coming in forcing all them fumbles. Bengals never put the ball on the ground, but I'm saying if Joe Burrow is in a situation where he's under duress trying to extend the play and avoid the rush, you're going to have a bad time because the Rams finish. You don't break out of too much tackles as it pertains to quarterbacks getting out of sacks. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Now, but when we talk about the Bengals offense and being able to take advantage, third down, the Bengals have been magnificent. I don't think there's been a better third down team in the playoffs than the Cincinnati Bengals, period. First and second down, the Bengals have been all right. Third down, crazy efficient. Crazy efficient. Jamar Chase in that game against the Raiders, 8 first downs this man picked up by himself. Then, in the game against Tennessee, whenever they needed to go down the field, when did they convert? On a third down. Wasn't a second, wasn't a first, it was on a third down. Game against Kansas City, what happened? Each one of their scoring drives, with the exception of the last one, third down murderers. Third down murderers. They take advantage of you on third down at all times. Pop two. But two on said, so you don't think the Bengals are going to win the Super Bowl? Well, I'll get to my prediction in a little bit. They are magnificent on third down, and it's absolutely ridiculous. You could have him 3rd and 18, don't matter. Joe Burrow is going to find somebody for the first down. Usually it can mess around and beat Jamar Chase, but if it's not, guess what? T. Higgins' hands work. Tyler Boyd's hands work. Uzama's hands work. Third down, they will take advantage. And let me tell you something about their run game. If Joe Mixon and Samaje Perine can combine for over 150 yards total, all purpose, and I'm talking about on the ground and through the air, Bengals got a huge chance to win this doggone game. A huge chance to win this doggone game. Because let me tell you something right now. Behind the line of scrimmage is going to be able to make or break this game for them. Because not only is it going to be a battle inside the trenches, you already know when the pass rush is coming, the Bengals are going to have to get rid of that football fast. Against the pressure in the postseason, Burrow is only throwing like 40%. He's not doing very well as it pertains to being heavily pressured. So you know the Rams are going to be bringing a lot of pressure. So what's going to need to happen there? Run some draws. Run some swing passes. Run some screens. Best believe, watch how many screens get called in the Bengals' first 15 plays. We're going to keep track of it. While we going through the live stream of the game, I'm going to keep track of it. How many screens the Bengals call in their first 15 plays. Because they're going to have to, wow, Yash asked why I have to talk about screens. I'm literally talking about it right now. But watch how many screens they call in their first 15 plays. They're going to take advantage of the heavy pressure of the Los Angeles Rams. And like I talked about during I believe it was wild card weekend, hell, even divisional, no, not during divisional, but I think it was during the championship. The Rams' biggest weak point is their linebacking core. So if I was Joe Burrow and I was the Cincinnati Bengals, I'm attacking that linebacking core literally all game. Forget the secondary. You'll take your shots here and there at Ramsey and Reynolds and Weddle and all them guys. But that linebacking core, that's the Rams' defensive Achilles heel. That's their Achilles heel. Attack that linebacking core in coverage. They don't get enough depth. So if you really want to be able to complete passes and you see them playing deep thirds, the Rams defense that is, throw it intermediately deep. Between that 15 to 22-yard range, them linebackers don't go back there. They try to keep everything in front of them. You could get behind that linebacking core. Joe Burrow led the league in completion percentage. So best believe he's going to be looking to find those guys in them holes in the zones and slightly over the top of those Rams, the Rams linebacking core. That linebacking core is their Achilles heel. They cannot cover that well. They're decent against the run. The defensive line and the secondary are magnificent for the Rams. That middle portion, they can be beat. So if the Bengals want to win, first 15 plays, keep an eye on the damn screens and see how the Rams react. And then second, attack those linebackers all day. If there's not a single pass that's thrown towards Jalen Ramsey, I don't have a problem with that. Move Jamar Chase into the slot. Keep Tyler Boyd in the slot where he plays. Move T. Higgins inside if you need to. Run them digs. We call it Cadillac route. I don't know what the hell they would call it in the NFL. You can run post digs. Run a Trevon Diggs. Don't do that. Don't give up yardage. Run a Stephon Diggs. Run all kinds of digs. Run a Diglett Diggs, Doug Trio Diggs, Sandshrew Diggs, Sand/Slash Diggs, Groudon Diggs. Groudon don't dig. But all kinds of digs over the middle and take advantage of the linebackers, period. And I promise you, the Bengals will not only continue to convert on third down, which they've done better than everybody in the playoffs, but they'll be able to march down the doggone field and put themselves not only in position to score, but if they can't, mess around and get into the end zone, this is the portion of the game that will make or break it. Special teams. McPherson, or no McPherson, because that brother got bowls and grapefruits the size of 3 Visceras and Mark Henrys and unchiseled Adonises. That man calls his shot and backs it up. I can't tell you the last time I saw Evan McPherson miss. That man taking on Matt Homosexual, who shorted a 47-yard field goal. What? He's dealing with some injuries that he may have, dealt with during the pregame. Word? Personally, in my opinion, best punter in the league still happens to play for the Los Angeles Rams. So best believe he's going to go out there and pin the Bengals deep. But best believe special teams is going to play a huge role in this game. More along the lines for the Rams than for the Bengals. As it pertains to field goals, I believe the Bengals will be able to visit the Rams side of the field a good amount of times. But they may have to settle for a number of field goals. Nicholas, before I said, am I going live for UFC tonight? No, I am not. I'm preserving my voice for tomorrow's Super Bowl. So, they get in the field goal range. They send out McPherson to go out there and kick field goals. I believe they're going to be able to put up points when they need to, left and right. Right? Now, as for the Rams, Matt Homosexual got to be able to connect on his kicks. Matt Gay cannot short any field goals because every point in this game matters. Every single point in this game matters. Yash said 4 field goals for McPherson and 2 TDs. To be honest, well, there it is. So if you talk about 4 field goals, that's 12. Then 2 TDs, you're looking at 26 points. You're looking at 26 points. 26-23 Bengals. Okay. MLK said Von Bell and Jesse Bates must set the tone for the Bengals defense, especially as it pertains to stopping the run. Yeah, they're going to have to step up. But McPherson, I expect him to go out there and kick his field goals, no problem. I expect him to be able to connect on them field goals. But the punting, this is going to be pivotal. Okay? It's going to be pivotal. I said pivotal. It's going to be pivotal in this game. I think the Rams are going to be in situations where if they're forced to punt, they're going to pin the Bengals inside their own 15, inside their 10 on a consistent basis. Putting them inside or right up against their doggone end zone all game long. Gordy Man in the building. What's going on? Richard, you bouncing out. Much love, brother. I appreciate you being here. So, Mr. Thomas said that it's not going to happen. Rams defense is way too experienced. Cincinnati's going to lose by 10 or more. Sorry, Ohio. Fair assessment. And wait until I give you my prediction. I'm going to be like, whoa, get the fuck out of here. After all you said, this is what your prediction is going to be. The special teams is going to be pivotal in how this game goes, because whichever punter punts a better game will put their team in the best possible situation. Like I said before, if the Bengals defense steps up and forces the Rams to have to punt a number of times, best believe the Rams are going to pin the Bengals inside their own 15-yard line, and they're going to have to send them dogs after Joe Burrow all day. If Burrow gets sacked more than 4 times, I think this game done. I think this game done. And last but not least, discipline and coaches. Penalties. Both teams haven't really necessarily shot themselves in the foot throughout the postseason as it pertains to penalties. They haven't really beat themselves, the Rams against Tampa Bay, of course, but they haven't necessarily beat themselves in a situation where they shot themselves in the foot, Plaxico Burrs, and decided to cost their team an opportunity to win. But I don't expect both teams to play a sloppy game to where you're racking up penalties left and right. I don't foresee something like that happening. However, I do see a circumstance where we do see a little bit of a sloppy ball game where you have a couple of, turnovers here and there. Guys fumbling the football, things of that nature. And the Bengals are +5 on the turnover ratio. In fact, 10 straight games with a takeaway. 10 straight games with a takeaway. Their defense finds a way to take the football away from their opposition. Couple of picks on Mahomes. Few picks on Tannehill. Found a way to take the football away from Oakland, Las Vegas, formerly known as Gruden Grinders. So this is a defense that has found ways to take the football out of the hands of their opposition. And if the Rams turn the football over, they're not going to have a good time. The Rams have found ways to put the ball in their opponent's hands one way or another. Furry Mike, Patu said, will I make a video for Puppy Bowl this year? What the hell is a Puppy Bowl? Killer Cam, Patu on it. Much love. But, like I stated before, if both these teams play clean football, play their best version of football, I think the Rams will still come out on top. And if we take a look inside, and as we're coming to a close, if we take a look at the predictions, 53 people on Hot Mic voted for the Bengals to win. 55. Oh, pardon me. No, we actually just tied. We actually just tied in predictions at 50-50. So a lot of people have no clue who the hell's going to win. It's about to be tied up. Well, actually, no. There's 56 people for the Rams. Somebody else just voted Rams. So it's damn near. It's 50-50, but it's damn near, tied. Or I should say it's one more for the Rams. Well, now it's 57-55. So it's 51% voting for the Rams. One more person voted Bengals, but voting for the Rams. Now, on YouTube, it's 53% Rams, 47% Bengals. And this should be a close game. This should be a close game. And we had one of the best playoffs of all time. Wild card round had way too many blowouts, right? Divisional round. Every game came down to the very last play. Championship Sunday. Both games down to the very last play. I don't think that's going to happen in the Super Bowl. Do I think the halftime show is going to be good? Killer Cam said, do I think the halftime show is going to be good? I don't know. I'm hoping this game ain't weak as hell, but I feel like that's going to be the swerve. I think this is going to be very reminiscent of the 2013 playoffs. Both championship games were magnificent. And then all of a sudden, Super Bowl was a fucking thrashing. And it was underwhelming. I think that's going to happen in this Super Bowl. You know what's going to happen? Evan McPherson is going to make a 53-yard field goal and ignite the flame in Cincinnati. This is going to happen in the fourth quarter. And, man, people are going to get on their feet. They're going to stand up like, yeah, let's go. But, man, it's only going to cut their deficit down to 17. I got the Rams winning 34-17. I think they're going to win by 3 touchdowns. And let me tell you why. I think the front four that the Rams got going for them right now, because of the guidance of Von Miller, are going to have them so locked in and focused, Burrow not going to be able to breathe. The offensive line has to play their best game possible, but they will not be able to overcome the motherfucking Rams D-line. It will be Rams house this Sunday, and that is the way I see the Super Bowl playing out. Stafford will end up being the MVP, throwing for 334 yards and 3 TDs. Von Miller is going to go out there and possibly get himself a pair of sacks. Aaron Donald might get himself a pair of sacks. They're going to have a defensive touchdown, and then it's going to be a couple of Matt Gay, a couple of Matt homosexual field goals, leading to 34 points. The Bengals are actually going to mess around and be trailing by 20 points at their most. Going into the fourth quarter, they're going to get a field goal from Evan McPherson, and that's going to be the end of the scoring in the fourth quarter. They lose by 17. That's the way that I see it. Miguel put 2 on. Said, I am new. Let's go Rams. And my birthday. Well, happy birthday to you. How many interceptions for Matthew Stafford? That's a very good question. I think Stafford plays flawlessly. I think he plays flawlessly. No INTs, no fumbles, and to make matters even worse, I don't think he gets sacked. I don't think he gets sacked. Because the Chiefs may have had an 18-point lead over Cincinnati. But the Chiefs do not have the headhunters that the Rams do. The Rams get up big, they ain't gonna get lax like they did in the game against Tampa. I promise you that. They started stinking. They shit don't stink in the game against Tampa. They started, we all right. And then all of a sudden, Brady started bringing them back, and then buttholes started to clench. That ain't happening this Sunday. The Rams going to take the lead. They fixing to hold on to the doggone lead, and they leaving with a Super Bowl trophy. I got the Rams winning 34-17. Lock me motherfucking in. Mattress Mac is not going to have a good time. He bet $5 million. He's losing $5 million. Drake bet $1.5 million. He has an opportunity to make multi-million dollars if he messes around and wins, which I believe he will. I will be in Vegas to rob him at knife point because I got my Kamikoto knives. You go to kamikoto.com/chisel. You'll receive a little bit of a discount this Valentine's Day. Light-skinned Bob Ross for 5 on said, load the right side of Cincinnati O-line. Shift on linebackers left. This game will be tragic. Right side of that line weak as hell. Hell, left side of that line weak as hell too. Ice Straight put 2 on said, I got the Bengals winning by 10, 30-20. Fair assessment. I got the Rams winning 34-17. I don't think this game gonna be close. Had the playoffs not played out the way that they have since played out, I'd have probably went with a close game. But the fact that we've seen so many thrillers, so many things go down to the wire, I think we're in for a very disappointing Super Bowl. I think a whole lot of people are gearing up to see this game, mess around and be competitive. I don't think that's going to be the case. I don't think it's fixing to be the case. We are due for a back-to-back Super Bowl blowout. And I think it's fixing to go down like that. I think it's fixing to go down like that. Super Bowl about to bring out all kinds of disappointment for everybody. Jackson Mahomes and Brittany Matthews about to be TikToking, celebrating at the team that defeated their man, defeated the head of their household, leaving with an L this Super Bowl Sunday. I promise you that. Yeah, I said it's because I'm a Steelers fan. No, it's not. No, it's not. But I think it's gonna mess around and be a motherfucking shit fest for Cincinnati. The Rams are just too doggone focused. They are too doggone focused. I think they right their wrongs. They won't end up playing from behind. They won't end up having a lead and blowing it. I think they're gonna be in a situation because of that front four. They are going to terrorize the Bengals up front. Bottom line. Bottom line. And that is where I sit with that. Light-skinned Bob Ross just became a member of Hold My Nugget Studios. And if you too would like to become a member at Hold My Nugget Studios, become a member. Just hit that join button. Join button. And become a member. Furry Mike, put 10 on it. Said Puppy Bowl every year on Super Bowl Sunday before the game on Animal Planet. Team Rough versus Team Fluff. Puppies scoring touchdowns and a kitty halftime show, mostly for adoption purposes. That's what's up, man. I hope Mike Vick ain't going to be there. But whatever the case may be. 52% on Hot Mike voted for the Rams. 51% on YouTube voted for the Rams. Marone said, and that's the bottom line because the Chisel Adonis said so. You ain't wrong about that. But just know, tomorrow afternoon, Super Bowl 56, I will be live probably 10 minutes or 15 before the Super Bowl starts. So come here around like 6:15. I will be here. You guys will be able to tune in. And that's the bottom line. Why? Because the Chisel Adonis said so. And all you got to do is tune in. Same Chisel Adonis time. Same Chisel Adonis channel, goddammit. I'm about to go and rest my doggone voice. I said I wasn't going to stay live past 5:30. Damn it, I'm still live, but we're going to take ourselves a swig and get ourselves the hell up out of here. Thanos has joined the family. Thanos, we are not worthy. We are not worthy. We are not worthy. Always praise Lord Thanos. He was right. But what about the genocide? He was right. But he didn't need to kill half of the people. He was right. But he would have just stalled the inevitable. He was right. Why do you want to see people die? Because I'm an evil person. I'm an evil person. If it wasn't for my father, I'd be a menace out here in the streets. But to Super Bowl Sunday, goddammit. That's some good stuff, goddammit. I will see y'all tomorrow for the Super Bowl. I appreciate everybody who became a member. Remember, become a member. I was going to say something else, but I can't remember. But the Unchiseled Adonis has asked you to become a member. Why? Because I ain't nothing but a what?
Ain't nothing but a big piece of shit. Big fat piece of shit.
If you didn't hear me, I said I'm a what?
Ain't nothing but a big piece of shit. Big fat piece of shit.
Let me hear it one more time.
Ain't nothing but a big piece of shit. Big fat piece of shit.
The big fat piece of shit. And don't you dare forget it. And when he sits on you, you're going to be on the ground like, what?
What's wrong, okay?
When I came down, I'm trying to make all this.